purple female.
Hey, little girl. How are you? Oh, nice tail. So on the release portion of this test, this little girl did really, really well. She was really quick to come out of the enclosure when I opened it. Her tail, you can't see it on camera, but her tail is down, but it's wagging, and she's a little upset. She's not sure what's going on. So this is the first time she's been taken away from her litter mates, and she came across a parking lot and then dropped in here. So she's never been in this room or met me before. So this is a little indication of maybe what she might be like when you take her home. So hopefully we can kind of get her through the stress that she's feeling, and you know, give you some tips on how to work with her when you get her home. Hello. So I'm basically just saying hi and letting her know that I am approachable and good. But so we would call her confident in the fact that she left the enclosure all by herself without me encouraging her. So lots of times they just sit there and I can't get them to move. She's there, you can see her tail there. So it's not up and over her back like the way you would like to see it, maybe. So she's using her teeth on my coat a little bit. She's like a pendulum tail. Nice big girl, aren't you? So she has every opportunity to go around this room. And I'm not going to really encourage her to stay. You're very good. Yeah. So no teeth at all. She's giving me lovely kisses. And I would have to say that she's a little bit more on the social side. So this interaction part of the test is just to see if I don't even really encourage her to stay with me. Does she go and look around the room, or does she choose to stay with me? So, and neither is good or bad, it's just the way they are. And different exercises help them with different things. So, yeah. I am going to stop speaking and not interact with her to see if she leaves me. So if you can see on the camera, she had a big stretch. So she's a little bit careful. She didn't know what that red thing was. So she stretched low and towards it. So, you know, the social side of the puppy, they can sometimes just come to you like crazy and tail wagging. This little girl has done that, and she really didn't leave me. So I have to peg her as social. So along with the social comes like the need for crate training so that she can develop some independence. Okay? And you can see her tail is getting happier and happier. And she did have a little use of teeth here, so please do your no teeth on skin exercises at an early age. They have to learn early. Yeah? And do your exercises opposed to like they're reprimanding. Okay? So we're going to get up. So I'm going to get up and walk around, and the next test is another test of social or environmental. So I'm going to walk around the room and see, does she does she stay with me? Does she follow me? Does she need to be encouraged? Does she nip at my feet? So now that I'm up and walking around, she is really, she's looking at something, but she really is following me really, really well, which does peg her again in the social category. So this exercise is really, really good. You can use it as the start of your come. Yay! So lots and lots of praise when she does come to you. Let her know that's what you want. And you start this exercise in a small room like this with toys. Good girl. And then make the room bigger and different toys. And then maybe out in your backyard where there's real squirrels. You can tell how social this little girl is. See what I mean by her tail coming up over her back? She's getting a lot happier. So very, very good. You can encourage her to look at things. Look, what's this? What's this? What is that? What is that? Can you go in there? No? What is this? Look. So you don't really want necessarily for her to be stuck to, like glued to you. You want her to go to a park. Where's the hose? Where's the hose? Can you go in there? Good girl. Yes. Good girl. So you want to be able to take her to a park or a picnic or a family gathering. She can play with kids and other dogs and have freedom. She just, what we like her to do is check in. So she should always kind of know where you are. It's not only your job to hunt her down all the time. So you want to build a connection before you take her somewhere overwhelming. Puppy, puppy. Puppy, puppy. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Very good. Oh, I hope you can see the tail. So this little girl, I think, would just hang out here as long as I held her up. So that is a super indication of being patient and tolerant, which puppies, all dogs need. They go to groomers, they go to vets. But you can't be with them 24/7. Very good. So they have to have patience. So that she did really, really, really well. And going back to the following, or the interaction, a lot of people just take their dogs to a dog park and let them go, and then they get a little upset because the dog doesn't pay them any attention. You have to build that bond before you take them anywhere really busy. And look at your tail. What's this? Very good. So lots of puppies don't like the sound of the taper. It's very unusual and they don't know what it is. What's this? Look. Puppy, puppy. Can you bring it back? No, you came back though. So she's quite interactive, happy. She's wanting to do stuff. the social side is she would rather stay with me than go after the paper too. Look, look. Okay, the ball. So the fetch isn't really her thing, but she is curious and interactive. And wanting to know what I'm doing. So that's great. Just keep playing. Fetch is a great game for her mental and her physical, as well as building a bond with you. What are we going to do here? So we're going to try a little treat test on her. What's this? Did you get it? So this little girl has not had anything but her puppy food, so this is a different taste and a different texture. So I just want to make sure that she likes it before we go further. So the whole reason for this test is that you want to always set your dog up for success when you're doing your training. So if you are trying to feed a treat that is too overwhelming, it would be counterproductive. So counterproductive in that if all they can do is think about that, getting that treat and get really excited, can you imagine how hard it is for them to sit or to lay down or whatever it is you want? You can see this little girl extremely quiet and happy, methodically knocked the cup over and got the treat. A lot of puppies knock the cup over and then continue batting this around the room and forget there's a treat. That means they're like overstimulated. So she should do really well with treats. And treats are a great training tool, used properly, yeah? Very good. She's quite a smart little girl. You can see that the social side is there. She's always with me, so that's very, very. It hasn't changed through the test. Look, what's that? So we do the sound test and we try to get it when they're not looking. So she went right to the source. Now there are little cries, but look how fast she's up and around. So lots of puppies will run to the door and sit down and not move, maybe tremble, or come to me and sit and stay and not move. Her tail, now she's not sure what that noise was, but look how she's pushing through by herself. She has good body language. Her tail is wagging. The only indication is that she has a few little cries, because she was always following me around anyway. It's a very noisy place today. Very, very good. So she did really, really well in recovering by herself. A lot of times I have to get like treats or, you know, spend some time with them to get them moving again, but she did a really nice job. She could benefit from if you did that at home and just start off with a small noise and then make it bigger and bigger. Like it just introduce them to new things. She has a lot of good girl. Oh, good girl. So curiosity and confidence, which is really, really nice. Just keep introducing new sounds and colors and motions, like broaden her world and keep the confidence that she's got, because she's not scared of it. Yeah. She's quite interactive and curious, and she's going to be a lovely companion. Like she really does want to be with me, and she's just met me. So you can imagine how that will be after she gets home with you. So very, very good. That was very good. Lots of puppies don't go near that windmill because they don't. It makes a little noise and they don't know the motion. So this is a basic prey drive. It's like built in, it's innate. So I'd have to say this little girl has a fairly low prey drive. She's not interested in it at all. Lots of dogs would have caught it and, you know, chewed it by now. So lovely. So that's good. There are exercises like watch me drop it, leave it. They should still be done with her. But her prey drive is quite low. So overall, she's a very interactive, social little girl. I hope you enjoy. She's lovely. Good girl. Very good, Tess. Yes.